Southland RV is located on Bolton Circle, right off of I-85. I think it's 1750 Bolton Circle. And when you turn into the dealership, this is what you'll see: the main entrance into the showroom, the sales area. They've got a RV store in there with a ton of accessories, a lot of Airstream specific things in there. Pretty much anything to keep your camping needs satisfied. Southland RV showroom and RV store. Service counter right here. And the waiting area right over there. And we see the existing service area here, which is quite nice in itself, but Southland RV is going to, I think, more than double their capacity. I'm doing a walk around with Steve, who's the service manager. And Steve, would you say your capacity is going to at least double with the new building?
Probably not for what I keep on the lot, but the amount of work we can accomplish should be able to double easily. The capacity of the service bays and the ability to bring on some more good techs will definitely have tremendous potential for us.
Great. And what we just passed, that I think is the delivery area. At least that's where I was yesterday.
Yep.
When I took delivery of my Airstream. Wow, look at that building. That's
new playground.
6 new bays. Fully air conditioned, and I understand that's probably the only service facility in the state that's air conditioned.
The only one I'm aware of.
We'll go inside and take a look. So when do you think it's going to be finished? Is there a projected opening date?
We are hoping in September we'll be allowed to move in. Just waiting on CO from the county, stuff like that at the moment. So.
September.
Yep.
This is huge.
So we got lighting's all motion sensor activated. Make sure we got the switches on here for you. We got our 6 mega bays here. Each one can fit 2-3 campers inside of it. Got the last bay with the pit down here, so we'll be finishing the construction on that here in the coming days. We'll be able to work directly underneath them. Bay door in the rear back there, so we can put larger projects along the back wall, take some time, and keep the shop rolling.
So in addition to the normal service that most people would expect, you're a full bodywork type facility in terms of, well, for me, for Airstreams, doing the skin work and panel replacements and things like that.
Yep, we do full Airstream body work. We unfortunately we don't do anything for fiberglass units. Just didn't want to do the paint and body facility there for that. But the Airstream metal, we do it all on there.
And I'm sure the techs are going to love the air conditioning in here.
They've already been loving it. They try to stay out of the shop because it makes them want to just stay in this shop instead of coming back up to the campers at the moment.
So you'll probably have some parts up there on the top.
Yep,
things of that nature.
Yep, left side's all forklift loadable. The right side we can actually be on. So we'll have pretty much all the parts that we'll need for the shop all up there. A couple rows of shelving, and then we got some bathrooms, big old break room, parts, warranty offices, all that good stuff down there.
Okay. And your customer waiting area is going to be up in your main showroom?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, it's looks like it's going to be a great experience. We spent the night here last night on the lot in our new Airstream just to check out all the systems, and there was other folks that stayed on the lot as well. So Southland RV is very accommodating to campers that's traveling and full-timers. They've got 50 amp plug-in out there if it's necessary to stay overnight, and that's always a great benefit for folks that can't just drop off their RV and go somewhere else. So that's a great great setup you have there. Well, all right. I thank you, Steve. I'm going to walk around the lot and look at some of the new units and see what we have out there for
Always
future
fun.
buyers.
Always
Thank
fun.
you. We're going to do a walk around and see what they have for inventory. Looks like a Nest there. There's a Sport. Another Sport, which I'm not really familiar with those. Looks like that's a 2019 Flying Cloud. And another Flying Cloud. Let's go down here and take a look. Now for 2019, this Flying Cloud emblem has changed. And when I walked up to my new unit yesterday, that's the first thing that I saw that had changed. There's an International here. Here's the new Flying Cloud logo placard, I guess you would call that. Looks like that might be a 25 front bed. Globetrotter. They do have a good selection here, and I've been watching their website over the previous weeks as I was shopping for my unit, and they turn over. They do sales here, you know. Looks like it's a busy dealership, but they keep up with their service well. They have a great staff, sales staff, the financial folks. All of them are just excellent, and customer service. We were really pleased with how well our buying process was, and there was no pressure, absolutely no pressure on anything at all. Taking their time, answering your questions, making sure you understand what the process is, the buying process, and every step of that, explaining that. Look at this base camp here. And you can see they do carry other types of recreational vehicles. Here's the truck campers. So they are really specialized here in what they do carry. Seems like they specialize in a lot of these micro kind of setups. Very interesting. And we'll walk back here because the dealership does face Interstate 85. And as you would expect, being in the Atlanta area, it gets a lot of traffic, a lot of business here. There's a new camp and a tab. And this tab has these very unique looking portholes. That's nice. So on the upper end of the sales lot here, you can see that's where the Airstreams are. Just a lot to look at. Now look at these retros here. Now aren't they pretty? These colors, you know, take you right back to the 40s, 50s, 60s. With the turquoise and the green. The white wall tires. Of course, when we see these kind of trailers, we always think of the Long Trailer with Lucille Ball, Desi Arnaz, which was a great movie. Got some Coachman Class A's and a Class C there. And then they have the, not sure what you call these. These are the Mega C's or the large Class C's. I think have diesel chassis on them. Big units. Apex Nano. Right on around. And that takes us to the end. Well, I wanted to thank Southland RV for the great buying experience that we had, and also to give them a little plug. They are building a new facility on I-95 near Savannah, Georgia. So I'm not quite sure when that's going to open up, but that'll service the I-95 corridor. So check them out. Great spot for service, of course, a great spot for shopping for Airstreams and other recreational vehicles. So thanks again to Southland RV for my great experience here.